Welcome, everyone.
And welcome to everybody.
We are here on our land in Agenda, and Joe and I guess Kumi will be. What are you doing today, babe?
And we want to get some stakes to stake around some plants that we planted so that when they come to cut the grass, they will not cut those plants.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you said you wanted to also cut around the plantains and stuff,
yeah
right? To clear.
I can't even see them now,
Uh,
but I know they're in
they're in there somewhere. Okay.
there.
Okay, guys. So y'all join us for this video as we um walk our land. Hi, Kumi. Okay. This is a
So we can just get some
view of the land.
stakes.
So I am going to walk y'all around a little bit. And I usually walk and talk fast, I realize on some of the videos. But this here is where I was pointing at. Y'all see this here? That's where our land, that shows the land goes down that way and come this way. That's where our land, the boundaries of our land, that was assigned. It actually had the name of the street. So we're going to be replacing, they're going to be replacing that. But this is the land. It's really grown up, so we have to get some they have to come out and cut it. But before they come out and cut it, Joe want to make sure that that their hard work don't go to waste, and by having them come out and cut, and they're just slinging those machetes, so they won't know where they're cutting specifically or what they're cutting, so they could cut everything down. Are you seeing it, babe?
Huh?
Do you see where the
Yeah, I see them.
you can see them?
Yeah, those I see them.
The goats are eating them. Okay. Guys, y'all gonna walk with me a little bit as I'm gonna walk here on the land. This is what I was saying, the boundaries. Let me turn this around again so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Y'all see this piece of greenery right here. This part of the road, you see they're having standing water. So when people ride through it, they have made a way this way on this side of it. And we're thinking, because again we'll show you where that points, this is pointing that it goes this way, and some of that, so some of this is actually they're on our land when they do that, which is fine for now, but yeah, because they, it's issues there. But what they'll end up doing, making this more of a road, and that'll end up closing up. So yeah, we had to figure out some kind of solutions. And let me show you this too, if I can figure it out. I was trying not to walk back and forth, but let me show you something before I forget. Um, this is where we're gonna be in this area somewhere. Walk this again. Kind of in this vicinity is where it's kind of like behind the orange trees, on the edge of the boundary somewhere. That is where we're looking at putting our the garden is gonna be. So we're gonna have a raised bed, be doing some raised beds, or kind of in this area. So I did want to show that. And I am gonna get my jacket so I don't get, my shirt, so I don't get bit by mosquitoes. I'm going back in here to get my long sleeve shirt so I'm not getting bit by mosquitoes, and also that sun, I think I'm kind of allergic to a lot of sun or heat. My body breaks out, my arms and stuff will break out. But let's walk this a little bit. Let's see if we can do this. So I'm gonna walk y'all down to here. This is our orange trees. As I said, we have, I just realized, y'all, I'm sorry that I'm still zoomed. These are our orange trees. Right now we have about 15 orange trees here. And if y'all seen the video before where we were getting oranges A lot of the oranges are down, but you can still see we have oranges on some of the trees. So Joe was talking about for sure 5 of them that he's going to be cutting. Um, we're going to be cutting down, and we'll probably have to cut down more. We weren't here when they cleared our land, and it was some trees that we knew we wanted to save. And the person that was with them when they cut their grass, he knew we wanted to save some of the orange trees, so they end up saving a lot of the orange trees. Oh wow, they are really getting in our. We got to do something about this because I have to find the thing for our boundary because they are really going through. Because for sure, our boundary is up through this way. You can see where they have just been tracking through this way with the bike. So we're gonna definitely have to do something about that. So y'all, I'm walking the land, and let's see. Cut back. Somebody have been whacking back over here. This is unusual. So we have to. I'm sorry. I have to be looking through the lens so y'all see what I see. But anyway, so here is where the road on this side, and it goes down. I don't know if y'all can see those beautiful views in the background. Ghana is very hilly. Let me show you. I'm gonna see if I can capture it. Those hills back there. That's me zooming out to them, guys. And this is kind of like if I went back, and then that way you see the hills. It is really very hilly. I think of the parts that I've seen, Ghana is just very hilly, and they do have mountains here in Ghana. We do have mountains here in Ghana, but most of the land is just very hilly and pretty. So our land backs up to. If I went all the way down here, I try to be careful too because I don't want to run into a snake. Y'all hear me screaming, but our land backs up. I don't want to walk through these high things. Let me try to find a way while I'm walking and I'm not in this. Even though, guys, I do have on the boots. So our land ends right where you start seeing the bush. Let me show you because you could see this white thing sticking out actually. Let me show you. Go closer. Y'all see that stake right there? So that's where our land ends. You see that? You can find that stake again right there, and then it's going to try to not zoom out because it's hard to tell. It goes way down there. It's a little hill. It goes down a little bit over that hill and then out. So we have like something like 1.25 acres of land, and so we're just out here. Even though it'll probably be, we don't know quite when we'll start building, but we know the first thing that we're to walk that with y'all. We don't know the first thing, when we'll start building, but we do know the first thing that we start building will be, or what we'll start building is, excuse me, would be the the guest house. We're gonna do like a small guest house, and we will live in that first as we build the main house. But we also want to, even before that, you see us down here planting, because that's important, guys. Because I've always liked mature gardens. Joseph and I both mature trees and things. And one of the things that, like as I said, one of the things that they do here, and I think they're getting better, because especially as Westerners come in, they kind of insistent that they keep the trees. You know, don't cut down everything. You know, even though you have the big bulldozers in here clearing land, because this was completely what they call bush. But they knocked down, like, it was a couple of trees that Joe wanted. Well, you know what? He just walked a little bit into the property when it was bush. Knowing that he saw orange trees, he saw what they call, it's a palm nut tree that he really wanted to keep. He didn't have a chance to tell them, because he had told them before they cut anything down to call us, make sure that we were here. But we were in, actually when they came out, we were in Accra, and the guy was trying to call us and couldn't get in touch with us. And but he saved what he knew for sure, which was the orange trees. We just did not get our other palm nut trees, or I think they had some acacia trees too, that we probably would have kept one or two of those. But anyway, we still have opportunity to plant. So we are planting, as I don't know, we're already planted. Joe have 12 plantains, 1 banana. He have some cassava. He has we have 4 avocados, a mango, dragon fruit, 2 dragon fruits, 2 passion fruits, 2 guavas. We have pineapple that's been planted. Of course, we have a tree that's called they call it tree of life or miracle plant. They call them different things. So, and those are all like saplings. So that's what we have. We're looking at, and y'all can tell me what you think, on our borders, on the corner of each border of each corner, the border of each corner, we're looking at planting a coconut tree. And on each border, I seen some the agave plants. I love those, so we're gonna get some agave plants. It's other things that Joe's wanting. Oh, we have a cocoa. He did get a cocoa plant, and we want coffee. Cocoa, coffee. We've named several things, but the reason we're wanting it, we have grandchildren, and even our kids. Joe's always been interested in plants and doing things like that. But we have our grandchildren that we want to introduce them to certain things that maybe they haven't seen, like the coffee plants or cocoa. Even the reason Joe wanted the palm nut is because he knows how to. You know, they went through that process. They had on their land in Cameroon. So we want to just be able to introduce the grandkids to stuff, and listen, introduce me to some stuff. So that is what I wanted to do, is just walk y'all around. And Joe also, he's going to get some more. I'm going to turn y'all. We're going to get some more of these oranges. Y'all see the oranges up here? We have you see on that tree, you see a lot of them back there. So we have, y'all see they're all there. This is probably, maybe this is the end of the season. And then we have the trees here. So we are definitely going back, because that made for a great, we had orange juice with our breakfast, fresh squeezed orange juice with our breakfast yesterday. We haven't had breakfast today. We probably shouldn't be out here in this sun. And we haven't had anything on our stomach. But anyway, guys, I just wanted you all to walk along with us. With me, you didn't get to see Joseph. Believe me, y'all, he's down there. Let me see if I can zoom in. Let me see if I can zoom in on him. Oh, him down there in the, let me see if I can find him. Let me see. Y'all see him down? Cutting. What you doing, Joseph? Can't hear me. He's way down there, y'all. It looks close from here, but he's way down there. He's cutting with that machete. I know he said he's down there with the. He's down there with the. He's down there with the. What do you call? What do we call them? Down there with the plantains, cutting around those and the bananas. And y'all look, they go out with their things. Let me show y'all. With me, I'm here with my. I do have my boots on. Oh, that's showing 12 times, y'all. Let's see. I have my boots on. I'm ready for this. Joe and them they just go with their. But guys, thank you for joining us as we walked our land. We didn't go down. I didn't go down one side purposely because y'all see the weeds. Let me show y'all. I show y'all this? Let me show you how high. In comparison, if I'm standing here, like it's almost up to my knees. It is past my knee and up at my hips in some of these areas. So we do need to get cleared around that. Oh, you found some sticks. So Kumi went and found some sticks so that they could what do you call it? They just mark it off where different plants are. So again, I thought you were down there, and Kumi walks down here, y'all, with his sandals on. And we just wimps. But anyway, so guys, so yeah, we already I'm gonna sit. I am gonna enjoy this wind. Can y'all tell? It's a really nice breeze. So I'm just gonna enjoy this breeze. I might get me one of these oranges, and I'm gonna plot out like what trees we're gonna put where. So guys, thank you again for joining us, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and keep joining us. Share. And when you all make comments, instead of commenting to me on WhatsApp, comment on here. That helps the algorithm. And I'd like to see the comments, and I want other people to see your comments. So if you're saying some things that they agree with or they disagree with, I'd like to see what everybody's saying. Let's have some communication going. Okay, guys. Again, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time while we continue to make Ghana home.